Hey, what's going on, guys? I have another hardcore TDM solo chem strike for you. This time I go 36-2, I believe, and I'm running around with the K7 on fog. Now, I guess you can say I was a little bit more campy in this map just because all the times that I've played it, the enemy team always wants to get set up in this fucking house and hold each other's nuts. And if they get set up, they are a pain in the ass to get out of there, especially if you're playing by yourself. So, obviously I wanted to get in there before they can get set up, and then if I wasn't in there, I was in the middle cave, and I don't know, it was just easier to go from point A to point B, so, yeah. And, as I said in my last tip video that I give, it was supposed to be my last one, but it seemed like it was beneficial to you guys, and I don't know, it seemed like you guys were kind of enjoying it, so I want to kind of think of some, a couple more things I can help you out with. So with that being said, pretty much the sixth tip that I can give you guys is play off the randoms. Use them to your advantage, or pretty much allow them to be your guinea pig. Now, I know it's a little bit easier said than done because I know these randoms love camping, and they've camped the most ridiculous corners I've ever seen, in all the years playing COD, and they don't care if they're winning by 50 or down by 50. Most of the time, they're not fucking moving. But there are a couple things that these randoms can help you with. So with all the camping going on, like I said, and if you happen to remember the most popular camping spots on the maps, because damn near everybody uses the same one, allow them to go out there and test it before you do. You know what I mean? Like if you remember that this spot on the map is real popular for camping and there's a random running by you or whatever, let him go out there first, so that way obviously if he dies, you don't have to get all pissed off because obviously you got killed by a camper. But also you might be able to tell exactly which direction, or maybe exactly what area that camper's at, so that way if you feel lucky you can go out there and contest them. And obviously with all the campers, their best friends obviously gonna be those fucking IEDs, which I wish they would stop putting shit like that in the game, but obviously that's never gonna happen. But if you're not using sit rep or blast shield, because most of the time I don't use sit rep and I just started using blast shield lately, but those of you who aren't using it, once again, allow those randoms to run out there and to test it. If they don't get killed by the campers and then they get taken out by the IEDs, it's still a win-win, because you can still tell, or you might be able to tell what direction the camper or the area might be sitting in, given the direction or the exact spot of the IED that went off, because most of these randoms are either sitting on their IEDs or they're sitting damn near next to them, you know what I mean? So, not only can your randoms expose campers, but they also take out the IEDs for you. And then another thing that they're beneficial for, which I meant to put this in my last tip with the common sense, is when a fucking radar is up, please look at the fucking thing. I play with too many people where a random, or not a random, but a radar is up and they don't even look at the fucking thing. It's so frustrating. And they actually show up on the fucking radar and you still don't look at it. It's just, I don't know, I'll say that for another time. But I know these radars on this game are complete shit, because most of the time they don't show up at all, because with the off the grid and all that bullshit, and with the silencers everybody's using, because everybody's camping, but they don't show up. But still look at the radar. It's still beneficial, because look at the position of the randoms or your teammates. Look and see what part of the map they're at. Are they camping this half of the map, or are they running around on this half of the map? Because you can damn near tell where the enemy is going to be on the map, given the placement of where your teammates or the randoms are at, if that makes any sense. Because yeah. So for instance, if like on this map, for instance, if the radar goes off and my teammates are camping this house, then obviously they're going to be on the other side of the map, where the water is at, and all that bullshit. If that, hopefully that made some sense. So, like I said, even though the randoms, or not the randoms, but the enemy is not showing up on the radar, it's still beneficial to you guys. And then if by some act of God these fucking randoms are actually running around with you, I mean, obviously, don't get too close to them because you don't want the other team getting some lucky ass 2-piece. Because I don't know, whenever I'm playing with people and we happen to be shoulder fucking each other, I'm always telling them, hey, get the fuck off me because I don't want the enemy to get a 2-piece. But space yourself out, and like I said, another thing these randoms don't do is either they don't have a headset, and if they do, they sure as hell aren't doing any callouts. But even though they're not doing their callouts, the characters damn near every time automatically do their call out for them. So that's another thing that these randoms are beneficial for. So if you happen to run the same direction, or you happen to be around them in the same general area and they do the call out for you, obviously that's helpful for you. So like I said, these are just some of the things that I've experienced playing with randoms that they're beneficial for. I mean, obviously, or there could be some more that I just don't know about. So yeah. So, this commentary is, I don't know, kind of short, I guess you can say, or the gameplay is coming to an end. I just felt like this would be beneficial to you guys to kind of help you explain how you can use randoms, to your benefit, especially if you enjoy playing by yourself most of the time. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, as always, feel free to let me know down in the comments below if this commentary, if you enjoyed it, or maybe if this tip was any helpful, or any help at all, I should say. Fucking, about proper grammar, I can never get that shit down. So, yeah, as always, I'm gonna try to think of some more tips to help you guys out with, and yeah, as always, feel free to let me know down in the comments below what you thought, and until next time, guys, peace.